Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. Oh, I got something nice for you today. Let's do what we do. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receiving them. I appreciate you. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where I'm going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm a spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And always to my yacht be true. Right thinkers. Just ain't the stock market. But let's talk about the best investment you can make in your life is what? In yourself. I did. Let me tell you about it. Good investment. One of the best things that I ever did. Right thinkers. You can invest, like I say, in stocks, sports, cryptocurrency, bitcoins, pretty much private prisons. You can invest in all that. But none of them, again, none of them will pay you what you will receive for what? Investing in God, aka thyself. You, your higher self, Haru, that's in you. The spirit that's in you is of God. We call it Haru. But in order for you to reach that level, you have to invest. Well, where I got to put it? No. I used to sell drugs, aka product. I invested in the drug game. Biggest mistake I ever made in my life. But when I did it, I thought it was the best decision I ever made. Yeah, it always is when it's paying off. From this time to pay back, wasn't a good decision. Okay, that's why I know it was the worst investment of my life. And I made a few bad ones, not just the drugs. I had a problem with women, a whole bunch of other things in life. But we learn as we go, and you should get better as you get older. With experience, with age comes wisdom. Knowledge of self is the best wisdom you can have. Trust me on that one. Now, when I invested in myself, over 30 years ago, what happened? The payoff, I'm still receiving them. How about that? The hustle game, I got 5 years in, 3 years in prison. Not a good 8 years. Started out fun, it's cool, but it didn't end up on a good note. So when your investment don't pay off for you in goods, bad investment. That's my point. When you invest in you, or when you invest, period, put you, that means you're going to put something up. Effort. You're going to give effort. For what? To get the reward of what? Blessings. You earn them by putting in the work. That's the investment. And they call it belief. I don't care what you call it, faith, whatever. But the work that you put in makes the difference. So you can believe it, have faith in it, but they tell you prayer without works is dead. So you got to put the work in. That's the investment part that you have to give. Trust me, if you do that, if you're invested in knowing yourself, aka God, that's in you, you will have what? You will be living according to Maya. Balance, aka right thinking, right. That's all. Doing what's right when? Daily, all the time. Simple. Okay? Make it a way of life. And what happened? The goods that come with that will be part of your life. When you make knowing yourself, your sole purpose, your life will be rewarded with what? Knowledge of self. And because you're living and doing, you will receive all the blessings that's due you. Remember, we are the genie that grant wishes if you understand how the game is played. You don't just get 3. Trust me. But you can bring all your what? If you can conceive it, you can achieve it. People who mastered or reached a level of professional fortune and fame, they put effort. They didn't just, no, they put the effort in, and that's what I'm saying. Whatever you do, effort's got to be put forth. So that's the investment you should make in yourself personally. Now, self-effort, self-investment, again, is and should be what? Your best investment that you can ever make. If you don't believe in you, if you don't invest in you, who will? Think about it. Moving on. Some of us call it the ego. Now, the ego, you got to be careful. The ego will drive you if you put it in service work, but it will drive you crazy if it's running you. You should let it do what you need it to do, not what it wants to do. And most of us can't make that distinction. But watch this. When we was left from our ancient ancestors a phrase, know thyself. I heard that phrase over 35 years ago now, and I've been riding it because it entails so much. That little phrase got so much stuff that it covers, and it's a multitude of purpose and reasons that you can use as an inspiration, motivation for you to do what? Get knowledge of self. That's all. Know God. Whether you're Christian, Muslim, Jew, don't care. But all of it is based on effort that you invest in for putting forth the work. Whatever you believe in, whatever your faith is, you still got to put the work in. That's my point. Have no problem with nobody. But our ancient ancestors left us that for the sole purpose of what? Inspiration, motivation, education. To what? Know thyself. As a people, we fall way short. Religions, again, get you to invest, listen, in what? Someone outside of yourself. Well, no, you invest in what? Your investment ain't in you. It's invested in that other guy that you claim to be God. He told you that. So I don't get how y'all misinterpret that, but nonetheless, I ain't got time for that. But religion takes God and puts him up high and looks low. You're low. Moving on. If you invest in anything, if you invest in anything other than yourself, your investment won't pay off. Why? Because it's based on belief, not knowing. That's why. Yep. Loving Jesus is not self-investment, but investment in something based on a spiritual being that y'all consider to be God and a belief system. I'm just saying, not in yourself. I, like Christ and the Father, are one. Well, it can't be, we ain't gonna have that argument. I ain't got time for that. But I see a lot of what? Of people investing in what? Everything but themselves. And they wonder why they ain't getting what they want out of life. You can get riches, fortune, and fame. Yeah, you can get your perv on, get your freak on, all that. But if it ain't invested in you and that guy up there, it's all wasted time. Trust me. You'll find out. And the worst thing to find out is in the end. It don't help you. That's Monday morning quarterbacking. Find out on Monday what you should have did on Sunday. Don't help you on Monday. I'm just saying. When you invest in you, it's something what? You just, is some things that you just what? Won't do. called respect, pride, integrity. Those are qualities that I'm not giving up for nobody, okay? Like Tony Montana say, like my words, my principles, like them things down there, I don't break them for nobody. So if you got them, hold them, stand on them. That's important. You see who do, and you see what happens with those who don't. Your choice. Now, if you don't invest in you, you just won't do, okay? And again, if you profess one thing and do something else, it's not balanced. It's not my yacht, okay? That ain't right thinking philosophy. So again, your integrity, your self-respect, all that's up to you. Now, if you invest in your ego self, this is the difference. That means you're what? You're not, you invest in your ego self and not your higher self. You're the, you ready? The diddler, okay? The devil. You're self-pleasuring. You want pleasures of the flesh. That's the devil in the flesh. If all you want, knock yourself out. I aspire to do and want more life than that. And some of us should get better and understand that ain't the best thing in the world. Trust me, there's other things that you can do. And till you figure it out for yourself, do you. Moving on. I'm just letting you know. There will come a time when you realize, yeah. But again, in time. Moving on. Young people, get a grip. Remember, understand this, my young people. Remember, perversion, like God, the devil, etc., goes by many different names. A pervert by any name is still a pervert. Kelly, Hugh Hefner, I'm going. But I ain't trying to do that because they did them. That's what they do. How about you? That's what I'm saying. What somebody do don't mean a damn thing to me. Not a bit of, no could care less one way or another. Trust me. All I'm concerned with is what I do. You should be too. That's what's important. But again, we always can see other people's flaws. Why we don't see ours? These two eyes look out. Third eye is the one to look in. I see all mine. Moving on. Invest in yourself by what? Respecting yourself. Okay? And when you do that, you gradually get to what? Know yourself. That's the end game. When you come here to play this one called life, you need to know yourself so when it's over, you can go take care of your business at home. When I was invested in my ego self, and I was for a long time, okay, it wasn't much I wouldn't do. That's not good, okay? Now, you can't get me to do none of that nonsense, okay? Big difference. But those are life changes that every individual had to make for his or herself. That's all. And since, watch this, I am now invested in me truly, aka knowing my higher self, ain't nothing bad that I'm going to do. Simple as that. Even when I want to, or I feel like I could do, or I should do, depending on what happened, don't do that no more. That's change. That's self-investment. Okay? I'm the beneficiary from doing what's right for me. Okay? And you will be the same one if you did it for you. Thinking, believing you're invested in yourself, you can be led to what? Destroy yourself through what? The things that you do that self-pleasure yourself. Overdose, them drugs, you know if you putting poison in your body, there's a chance that, you might not come down from that high, okay? But those are things that every individual makes for himself. If your investment is in just, getting high, and that ain't gonna make much payoff for that. Sometimes it could end up in the who scale. Now, understand this. This is important. My knowledge and my self-respect for me is what holds me right now accountable for everything I say and do. Back then, I just Did some things that I didn't, I still have responsible for them. Don't make a difference. Now I don't have to worry about that. That's the difference. When you know what you're doing and doing the right thing, you don't worry about all the other stuff. Why? You ain't doing it no more. What I used to do ain't got nothing to do with me now. Trust me. And once you learn that for yourself, you're going to worry about somebody watching you or checking out, see if you hold. Man, I ain't got time for somebody that might worry about me doing what I used to do or I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I police me, not you. And I don't need you to validate me. Understand that too. Now, if we as a people, again, this is a lesson, if we as a people would invest what? In ourselves as a people. I lost my place. Okay. Collectively, what will happen? We as a people will see a change. You can't wait and hope and pray for change. You have to get up and make change. Calm down. Wrapping it up. I did this without going off. All right, here we go. I'm wrapping it, taking it home. This is the best part till I say this for last for that purpose. I invested in when over 30 years ago. And it's still paying off today. I'm just saying. I made my investment in myself, my purpose for doing what I do for you right now. I got a purpose. I got a reason why. I got a desire to help somebody else to do what? Know themselves. You can't expect others to invest or follow you or listen to what you got to say if you ain't all the way invested in what you saying or doing. That's why I said it's a way of life for me. It ain't just lessons. No, these are life lessons. I'm living them. Been it 10 years, I'm living them. Simple as that. Moving on. Again, self-investment can go like anything else. Okay? One or two ways. Good or bad. Your choice. When you make a choice to do what it is you want to do, just be prepared for the consequences. I don't care what it is. It don't make a difference to me. But I got to explain to you one thing. There's consequences. And when you invest, and when your investment pay off with jail time, marriage breakups, situations that was not a good investment. When your investment pays off, when you're happy, you're content, you're pleased with the things you're doing, you're happy with who you are, it's a good investment. That's the one I made. You should try it. Again, I'm just keeping it real. Again, the Mayat, aka choices, is yours. This is the way life is. That's the way it's supposed to be. All you got to do is understand it and be able to make better decision based on what? What you know, not what you think and what you feel or believe. Bad choices. Last one. Again, right thinkers, the best investment I personally ever made was the one in myself. What's yours? Let me know about it. If you don't have one, start with the man in the mirror or the lady in the mirror if you choose. But start. That's the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got the point across. Hope I got my point across. I'll be back. You know the deal. In closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers have passed away. Always invest in yourself.